gonna buy an arrow mine for
Yeah.
my house.
So, where we last left off the party, they had completed their quest to
Satsu shut the door.
deal with the liches, which apparently were what the church was having an issue with. Not at all that two of their disciples had seemingly disappeared, and nobody bothered to really explain that beyond, well, one of them's dead.
We didn't even get to do that.
Satsu was smart enough to go back and close the door to the building full of ghosts.
Ghosts aren't allowed to leave a house without permission. They're like kids.
And now the party is back at the cult. Or
Wow, rude.
I
I see
just
how
call
it
it-
is.
I don't
Facts.
know. Are they
I just call it an
popular
enclave.
enough to call themselves a religion yet?
Well, they're kind of like a Branch Davidian scenario. They have an open door policy.
Yeah, so they're still a cult then.
I call it
Okay,
an enclave.
I have sifted. On that note, I have literally sifted through about 15 hours of info about that whole incident here in Texas, and it is, oh my god, there's way more, like, fucking god, the federal government pulling federal government stuff back in the day just is even more wild than now.
Excuse me while I drink my Soul Reaper energy drink.
It's only more wild than it is now because you don't know what they're doing now. In 50
Yeah.
years, when the after action reports finally get released, you're like, damn, they were doing that.
Like I say, you don't need a conspiracy for a shadow government. The real one exists.
My government does exist. Boy.
Man, what are all these internet companies doing with my third-party data? They're probably selling it to Chinese people. The government, right there, is just like, no, yeah, they're definitely giving it to the Chinese.
Like the fucking INSA agent over here, like, alright, that's a lot of bold words for a nigga that likes Buddha, alright? Fucking fuck around and find out, partner.
And last we left off, Tetsuya had his foot up on an ottoman while Mr. Bandersnatch was copulating with a centaur.
Indeed.
He was minding his literal business. You came to him.
I know.
Exactly. Also,
That's like, how dare you do that? And like, you just bust in on them while they're taking a shit.
He didn't say anything.
It just kind of gives me that energy, like, you know, there are children here. What the fuck? This is the war zone, Emily.
This is the Lido deck.
Still down, like, despite getting medical attention, because that shit don't go away that quick.
No, don't. In conclusion, eat healthy.
Eat healthy and protect vital organs.
And don't cause an explosion indoors.
Yeah, that's
Do
also
cause an
like
explosion.
advice right there.
Don't cause a thermobaric explosion to go off indoors.
I kind of want Tatsu's shtick to be like really obvious life advice. Like just a picture of Tatsu and then meme format text. Inhaling water is a bad idea.
And then, like, it would just, like, have somebody else doing, like, the iCarly meme, just, like, nodding while holding a coffee mug. Guy's pretty smart. Subscribe.
Tatsu, obvious life advice coach.
Dude, in this day and age, people subscribe to a Captain Hindsight scenario because that shit's that's a great meme. Do it for the
It's
meme.
Captain Hindsight!
Oh god, we're fast approaching the time where do it for the memes is gonna be the reason that fucking war has happened.
Oh no.
Oh god, those people are gonna become military command at some point. Wouldn't it be funny if we invaded Poland for a meme?
Sir, why are we launching a nuclear strike in Taiwan? Well, they did it in COD. This isn't COD, sir.
This is Call of Duty. I'll be back. I gotta pee.
Now, sir, come back. You have to stop the missile command.
Yeah. I was just saying, wait, is that part of the bit? That's straight some shit a millennial would do. Launches missiles. Shit, I gotta piss. Hold up. All right.
So,
What's the next job?
do you know what Tatsu is doing? What is Satsu doing?
Getting railed by a horse.
After closing the door and coming back, she would have had that steak she meant to have. Probably had a nice shower.
They do got warm running water for night.
And she was gonna go find a person who could identify a couple of those items that she got from the tomb.
Sure.
Uh,
I'm back.
I guess the main ones would have been the spool of red string that glows faintly, and the jar of thick paste.
Alright. So, for 20 thorium, you have somebody look over the items and do a bit of divination magic on them, and it is revealed that the thick paste, when applied to the skin, provides resistance, otherwise half damage, to magical sources of damage for the remainder of the duration that it is applied to the skin. It is water soluble.
Oh god, that's terrible for me.
Maybe it's something that Tatsu needs.
No, I don't think Tatsu can get hit except by magic, so yeah, maybe they'll want it.
Well then, when I come across him again, I will give it to him.
Let's see. The other... A spool of red string that glows faintly when it is unspooled onto a flat surface. It cannot be removed from that surface, except with a wish.
Huh.
Okay.
Are we talking genie wish? We talking wish? Or we just talking I wish the string would come up?
Generic wish.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be magical.
Wonder what kind of purpose that would serve.
Marking things, I suppose.
Destroying the wish economy.
Well, meta knowledge would have informed you that if you were to talk to the goblins and follow them in the tunnel that would form into the temple, or tomb, I mean, or you just decided to go in there and investigate it, you would find that it is quite a enormous maze of tunnels and passageways that are nearly impossible to navigate properly.
So it was a way back device.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like all these items were actually meant to have a use in this dungeon.
To an extent. I mean, the gold was just loot, and the cup was a cup.
But the candle.
And the ruby.
The candle. Yeah, the candle was useful.
The dragon
And the wax seal could have been useful if Tetsuya used it.
Yeah.
But Tetsuya had to blow up an entire room of people.
Which he was successful, thank you very much. His end goal was met.
Destroy all things.
Okay, so you can add that to your inventory, Tetsuya.
What?
Did you ever give him his arrow back?
No.
Nope.
And he would. Did you grab my arrow, by the way?
Did I?
I grabbed a arrow. There was a lot of shrapnel in that room. Could have been anybody's.
Yeah, could have been anybody's. The only intact arrow made out of metal.
I'm wondering if it's safe for you to have this arrow.
A lance, if you give it to kobolds. I shit you not, that's actually a canon function for that weapon. In the hands of a kobold, it becomes a lance. Never know when you need to arm the small people.
But yeah, I'll give him back his arrow.
Yeah. He's gonna, summon his quiver to put the arrow back in it. and then desummon it.
I wonder if Aldum still has all of his shit from his former life.
Oh, excuse me.
You know what? No, you're not excused. Suck that burp
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah. Inhale that motherfucker.
What's my time frame on the satellite?
Oh, what is it? I said it was gonna show up.
2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. You guys spent like 3 days on the quest.
Yeah.
And it took you a day to get out of Feywilds. So, you got like,
A week.
yeah, like 7 to 8 days before then. Also, the gas giant is finally no longer covering the entirety of the sun, so the planet is starting to warm up again.
Yay!
It's still fucking cold outside, but not
Yeah.
as cold.
And now we wait.
While Satsu's here, Tatsu's gonna produce one of the gold dragon scales. Do you have any idea what I can do with these dragon scales?
And if he lets me, I'll take it to look at it.
He will let you hold the dragon scale.
Nice.
Well, you can either, sell it for one. You can probably get it imbued into some armor or weapon, or I'm sure there's collectors out there that would love it. I don't know if it's good for turning into an enchantment or anything.
I don't have any armor. I should probably get some.
Might be smart. Might have mitigated your situation yesterday.
Whoopsie daisy.
But there was one important lesson that I found out.
What's that?
Explosions indoors are bad.
Yeah.
Sure are, bud.
I didn't know that. I thought explosions just kind of did explodey things. I didn't know that there was some kind of
You're lucky the
shock.
whole damn tomb didn't collapse on us.
You know, you should go to Asia. They have a free public education system.
To what level, though?
Better than ours, and better than Europe.
Shit,
Better
they get
than
college.
Florida.
Better than everybody, really. It's one of those. Are you sure you're qualified to teach? I have some theories that you're fired. I mean, it won't teach you
But,
specializations degree.
they
Yes,
might
sir.
be able to add the dragon scales onto some armor I buy. Or maybe incorporate them into the armor when they make the armor.
Would probably be effective.
Scale Mel.
Make a knife out of it.
I've only got 4 scales though, so I don't know how much 4 scales from a dragon would be. How big are these scales, by the
Yeah,
way?
it's like, well, I'm pretty sure most of the scales are probably the size of your little ass torso.
So each scale varies a bit in size, but they're all about the size of like an American dinner plate.
Mm.
Yeah. Full portions.
Yeah. So they're like, you know,
You could also turn them into American dinner plates.
yeah. They're a
So
little
that would
bigger than
That'd be
a
pretty base,
a
though. I mean,
standard buckler. If you were to figure out a way to bind all 4 of them together, you could probably make a nice heater shield out of them.
Mhm.
And that's if you're just making like a shield and not trying to incorporate it into like some kind of weird breastplate.
Is there anyone here that could, like a blacksmith or craftsman who could take one of these?
I wouldn't be surprised.
and make them into armor, or somehow, like,
It's that, or we could, I could take you to some friends of mine over in Asia that are really good at that kind of stuff.
One particularly short and drunk individual.
Oh yeah, how's Rothgar doing over here?
Pretty good. You know, he's helping build stuff.
who's Rothgar?
Dwarf from the moon.
Mouth trunk.
Oh. I only heard stories of dwarves. I heard they disappeared.
Yeah, they were on the moon.
Huh.
And I don't know how much you remember, but the moon disappeared for a while.
Yeah, I remember stories of that. The village elders said that the disappearance of the moon is because we displeased Anadamame, and Akadamame was able to take the moon for himself.
Is that what your
What?
dragons tell you?
What?
And then-
What a lie.
And he's just gonna look to his left. Huh? Oh, it was a lie?
Would you
love
like
the
to
moon.
know how the moon disappeared?
I would.
I guess I'm out of the study for once.
Well, we could call Rothgar in here. He'll probably know all about it. He'll even be able to tell you what the moon's like.
It's very pretty.
It's not made of cheese, neither.
No.
But there's a lot of mushrooms up there.
Well, that's mostly your people's doing.
Mm-hmm. So you can thank us for the space rooms.
I will not thank you for turning the beautiful moon that used to inhabit many a deity into an arboreal hellhole.
Well, we had to do what we had to survive. You would expected
know.
us to just die up there.
Yes,
Well, too
you're
bad.
the ones who decided to bite the hand that feeds. Like, we don't need you, Chris.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
dead.
Yeah, it's all the way back to the industrial era.
I don't see your rockets anywhere.
I'm not stupid. Then again, I had a vested interest in not misbehaving. It was pretty nice, though.
But anyways, that refinery you wanted is done. It's up and operational.
Good.
Has he been treating you here well? Well,
Why would you ask? There's nothing really to complain about.
okay.
Well, I suppose you could complain about some of the scheduling, working late. That's not really my doing, though.
I
You tell
could,
anyone
but
that they don't have to work if they don't want to. I mean,
Probably
aside
less
from
than the
you-
working hours they were getting on the moon, you know, when there's no sun to dictate what time it is, you know.
Suns are pretty nice.
Yeah, they were the necklace of a giant.
what? There was a giant big enough to wear the moon as a necklace?
There's been a lot of giants large enough to wear planet.
Whoa.
There's Prometheus. He's pretty big. Atlas is currently holding up the firmament. Or, I hope he is. Everyone starts getting nauseous, we know what's happening.
And you'd kind of notice if he took a break.
He only dropped it once.
That's
Long
all it
time
takes.
ago.
Once burned, twice shy.
One bad leg cramp and Atlas drops the world.
Atlas's diet is really strictly controlled. We can't afford a protein cramp.
No shit. But the moon was very beautiful.
God, I'm just
How long?
imagining now the gods call a meeting for some extraplanar, invasion or something, and they send out a call for all of the gods and deities, and Atlas shows up, and everyone just looks.
What?
Aren't you supposed to be
Atlas?
driving?
What'd you do? Don't worry, Heracles has it. And just Heracles over there munching on a piece of celery. What?
I'm supposed to what?
Who has it? They just got full on. This is fucking heavy.
This is bullshit.
I'm riding in the cold and lock his ass in place. Just fucking character locks Atlas. NPC forbade from movement in any direction.
Speaking of gods, I have a question for you, Dark.
Sure.
If I were to do my title-based grabby thing on a god, would it work?
Yes. So, titles are about as rare as artifacts because they are considered to be epic loot and equipment, which puts it a level above pretty much anything that you're allowed to create using the game system itself. So stuff like the narrator's book, for example.
That's fun.
It has the ability to change history, but it can't determine the future. That is epic level equipment. It's like you can sort of do that with hexes, but it's really hard, and you're probably going to kill yourself trying.
Yeah, everyone but like maybe I think 3 people in the lore have done it correctly, or have all died.
Yeah. Like, I keep fucking up who it is that was the time traveler. Was it Leonard?
Oh yes, it was Leonard.
Leonard
Leonard.
was, like, working on his own title, essentially, and the only reason he was able to actually, manipulate time the way that he was because he earned one. But it's not a system title, it's a player title, but because it's applied to an NPC, it isn't registered.
Unregistered title.
Yeah, there's a bunch of unregistered titles. There's a shark folk out in the ocean that has fought against and killed pretty much one of every sea monster. And they've gained an unofficial title as Huntsmistress. And you'll know if you run into an NPC that has a title, because they're usually able to do some bullshit that you didn't think the game would let you do, because normally it doesn't.
Yeah, like just stand there and get stronger.
I just like how it's like everybody has these cool things, and now it's just like, I guess when I grab people by the neck, they just go limp.
Yeah.
I think the only people that wouldn't work on is people with immortality. But you're good. There's only like 100 people who have them, so you're.
No, they aren't killing them. You're just making them placid. That's all
Oh,
it does.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like-
it's like when you grab a dog by the nape of its neck.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's pretty much exactly what happens. Your emotional state is
How-
forced to be placid, and because you are
How did-
placid, you're not, like, attacking anything.
How to get stabbed by a mystical weapon in 3 easy steps.
Well, see, that's the dangerous part of it. It stops working as soon as they let go.
Yeah, so it's 2 easy steps. 1, grab somebody by the neck. 2, let go.
Yeah. I mean, Ivy has the trans-dimensional bow and arrow, right?
Well, yeah, but you gotta think, like, you got, like, deities like, Freyr, who has a sword that is literally sapient and can act on its own on his behalf. So, are you willing to risk getting stabbed in the nipple by an angry short sword?
Yeah. And I actually forgot what Shadow's weapon does.
It has 3 configurations.
It does a 31d8 necrotic damage on strike.
Jesus Christ. That really went low balling.
No, like, as for anything special, like super duper power, I'm not really sure.
Wait,
But
which
it
one?
is the scythe,
Let's
the
say,
title weapon.
Oh yeah.
It's a scythe that can change into a chain
You don't
scythe
need to.
that can change into a gun.
You define your title weapon when you get the title, and then you
Yeah.
can't make any changes to it afterwards.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
simple. Mine just motivates you to kick ass.
I mean, wasn't the motivators like the computer terminal?
My headcanon is they just kind of like eat their fucking tablet when they're using theirs.
Yeah.
They're just straight. They don't really have a weapon. It's just all hands with Falon.
Just biff somebody with a tablet.
But the way he summons it, like where he grabs the rune, determines what configuration it comes out in. But he can switch between the three on the fly.
I had a random question that about Ivy's symbol.
Go
It's
for it.
like, would there be any kind of detriment if she had it somewhere on her body?
Not really, it would just kind of mark you as somebody that has a title weapon. You still have to make the hand motion to summon it. So like, if somebody ties your hands behind your back and, you know, binds your fingers together, you can't trace the shapes, you can't summon it.
What about with feetsies?
Feats don't count.
Oh,
Unless you have monkey
Okay,
feet.
so I was thinking that in her kitsune form, she might have that symbol like on her forehead.
Yeah, that works.
So I was thinking that would be kind of a cool marking for her to have.
It's pretty neat, not gonna lie.
It's a cool mark regardless. Like this circle and flash.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, title weapons are epic rarity because, you know, the system or a player achievement has to verify that you are actually worth a reward of that category. And, you know, Satsu's selfless act of returning the body that they're inhabiting to the world without expecting anything in return was valid.
Yeah, I have no idea if I'd actually have what Falons would do. I mean, if it keeps in the theme of the motivator, then all I can imagine is it just massively buffs his target. That's like the only thing. What is it? Is it like a wait? Hold on. Is it just a bunch of Richard Simmons VHS tapes on that tablet?
No, it's just 12 hours of motivational videos.
Yo, let's go! DIY, baby.
But no,
Deify it yourself.
it's a little late for you to redefine your weapon, Falon. You already have the computer terminal, and it already allows you to edit the world scripts.
Oh, you know what? That's fair. I didn't know that was my weapon, to be
Yep.
honest. You were asking what I was doing, and I'm like, I don't know, Java-ing the world. That's okay, I'll just give my hands sharpness 5 and touch of, aspect
There
of
you go.
fire 6.
Yeah,
And...
see, there you
yeah, we're
go.
good. We're good. Oh, God.
You don't need a weapon if you can just Alt F4 somebody.
Just, you know what? Fuck with me, and I swear to God, I will TP random your ass.
You know what? You're getting
There's a
task.
lot of empty space out there.
You know what? You're getting task managered.
The universe is a big place. Hope you land on a planet that has oxygen.
I'm gonna TP random you 3 feet to the left.
Hope you land on a planet.
Oh, God. It would be instant for you, but he could set up a TP command to take an hour to carry out, and then suddenly you teleport to the same spot you were at, but it's an hour later, and you're just drifting in space. Just...
Oh god, yeah. If you don't set it to the planet, it's
Yeah,
just
to the
universal
planet to account
coordinate.
for all the the terror, where it would be in space.
Yeah. Falon could absolutely strangle you with a phone call.
Let's see. Player, shadow, oxygen 0%.
No.
God, that would be so disorienting. Your body is fully oxygenated and everything's fine, and then all of a sudden there's just this deep burning across your entire form, and you
Just-
have this huge headache.
Okay, well, and I seem to remember in one of the things that I was able to do it from range? Question mark?
Yeah, as long as you're able to see a target, you can use a tidal weapon on them.
Ooh, noted.
Tetsuya is gonna look at Satsu. You have a lot of friends around, don't you?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling. I've been here for a few years. Not as long as you have, of course, but I've also gone much further outside of my village.
I've never left my village until
Exactly.
I was.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for reiterating what they were saying.
We understand you're a country bumpkin. It's okay.
I mean, I met him at a wedding.
Mhm. I was supposed to kill someone. They were supposed to kill someone. I was better.
And he's gonna look to his right. Maybe. I don't think they would. No. Anna Damane would like to know if any of you have seen any of the what is it called? The Great Dragon Mother statues?
I don't know. Have I seen one of those?
I don't know what they look like.
I wonder if Amiko may have. In her
Those
main
dragon scales.
It's not something I've ever heard mentioned to me that I've seen, but
That period of like a couple of years wandering around. Might have passed it in passing.
They say
Might have
it's-
passed it not knowing what it was.
should I do a roll?
That's
They-
what I'm looking for. I don't remember the exact skill check thing.
They say it's a visage to the mother of all dragons, and ergo their mother.
Okay, I was right. It is just a smarts check.
Smirk check.
Do you want me to roll a smirk check in the shit posting channel or just on like random.org?
I don't really care where you guys roll your dice. Eventually, we're gonna move this campaign to Game Master when I finish building all of the rod.
Let's see, I'll just do it right here. And okay, I got a 44. Oh crap! What's Amiko's bonus? Crappity crap.
That is a 55.
Let me just double check Amiko's stats here.
Tetsuya just holding his head again. Oh, they're arguing again.
The difficulty of the memory is a 57.
I'm sure Amiko did not have that much smart. No, she's just got a bonus of 1, so her grand total is 45.
Fuck it, let's try one reroll.
You got this. I believe in you.
That's a 94.
You're welcome.
Alright, so initially you have no idea what he's talking about, and it takes you a couple of seconds to like, have I seen that before? I mean, there's a lot of dragon statues around.
True.
And then, Tatsu, what exactly are these Great Mother Dragon statues?
The Great Mother Dragon statue is a seemingly normal dragon with 4 horns that swoop back and then curve up some. She has 4 wings on her back and her scale color is usually depicted as a mix of platinum and onyx black.
So, Tatsu will remember having seen at least one of those statues recently enough. Remember it having a plaque at the base of the statue that described it simply as the Greek Mother.
Yeah, I think I have actually. It was where?
Where was that again?
Probably near where you picked Tatsu up, TBH.
6 o'clock.
I think it was near the that shrine where I found you, where you found my horse.
Oh. Okay.
I imagine it might have been belonged to your village or something.
I don't know.
No one.
What do you mean
Anadam-
you asked a question?
Well, Anadamame says that if we visit one of the statues, and if I ask nicely, she might be able to help. But Akadamame doesn't want that to happen because he wants to take my mortal coil so that he may once again roam the world and what? Oh, that's rude.
There's a 1,000% chance that the Dragon Slayers are going to kill him. Don't ever underestimate them. That's how dragons get deaded.
I don't want to die.
I've seen one get deaded by a shout.
Someone yelled at it?
Someone yelled at it and it died.
I yelled at it in dragon magic and ripped its soul from its body.
How do you know that? You weren't there.
I am, well, first off, rude to assume that I don't know what shouts are.
I remember a traveler wandering through our village saying something about the rim of the sky.
That would be called a cloud.
Why do you say he was in the rim of the sky if he was on the air, if he was on the ground? And then just you see Tatsu's head just hit the table. Wham! Ow! Both of them think I'm stupid.
Can't dodge that one, can ya?
Nope.
Be Fate Touch, they said. It's awesome, they said.
So weren't you investigating a way to allow them to leave your body?
I think he was trying to figure out a way to make them manifest visibly.
Or at least
Or-
so at least I don't have to be the messenger all the time.
What was the plan of action on that?
Well, build up some funds and see if anyone here could enchant my rock so that it could act as a communication array, I guess.
Speaking stone.
The speaking stone.
No, I have a better idea. A squeaking stone.
Glad I was muted for that.
Is it time to sing the theme?
And
I may have just swallowed a lot of hot ramen water, and I screamed.
You good?
I'm good. As I drink more.
Alright, as long as you sure.
Oh god, I just near almost died. Oh my foot. This is really good though.
Yeah.
so
Alright.
at least until we find one of these statues.
Shouldn't be too hard to get back to Where I came across you, and that would actually be in Asia, which could also get us access to a good smith for your scales.
Weren't we also being watched while we were in Asia?
You're always being watched by Asia.
Yeah, I was about to say we're always being watched by.
At least they're honest about it. The other countries will tell you we're not watching you.
I mean, me in particular, I'm always being watched. You're just guilty by association.
Oh,
I'm used to surveillance. They can't see you here, though. Well, it is time for another segment, so go about your business. I believe I may have a job.
job?
Yes, checking some things. And they'll pull out themselves a little little flips notebooks.
I was gonna say, is he pulling out a Rolodex?
I'm in the wrong folder. Derp-de-derp.
Too strong, too strong, too strong, too strong. Weak, too weird. That's what the hell?
This no.
Why do we have a request in here to catch a tax evader? A bit over excessive. Hiring a third party to go after a delinquent tax evasion. Pay is good though.
Does it pay more than they owe in taxes?
Yes, actually. Seems a bit redundant.
Seems spiteful.
Well, then again, governments don't like people not giving them money. Oh, those silly politicians.
Well, what strikes your fancy, Tetsuya? Because of a certain something, I don't have much say in the matter.
Certain something. Well, I'm not sure.
How about we just send you on another basic step? Those are good. They're good for experience. Also give you probably give you some bloodletting tools. Have you collect some important essence while you're there.
Is there a dungeon with open fields?
Well, yes, actually. Not
Yes,
every dungeon
actually.
is underground.
However, the misconception is that the dungeon looks pretty means it won't be dangerous. More people have actually died at the beaches, the beach-style dungeons, than the dungeons that are in dingy, old, dusty hellholes. Something about the crabs.
Because if I want to use my proper arrows, I can't use them in confined places.
Well, good news. How do you fellows like heights?
I'm fine with them.
They don't bother me at all. I don't like jumping from them, but I like being high.
There was some sort of commotion at the Cloud Tower. Some sort
That's a good
of demoness attack, allegedly.
Cloud Tower is a great place to learn to do a bunch of things. It's a decently, moderately difficult path. It doesn't have an anti-magic zone, so you can bring your sex armor.
Sounds like somebody's jealous.
And then they'll just look around. Just, no, not really.
Do you have sex with armor?
Oh,
If you try hard enough, I mean.
ooh. Oh, shouldn't have sent Lorelei with you. He assumes that everyone knows what anal is.
No, I do.
Hmm. Let's see. What are your strengths as a group? Well, I know your strengths. What do you think your strengths are?
Well, I'm hard to hit. I'm a good shot with my bow.
Hmm.
I'm good at, well, I wouldn't say good at, I like finding random shiny objects.
Squirrel brain is a very common trait that all adventurers share.
And,
Suts is
I'm-
very obviously your powerhouse up close, but they are helpless at a distance. And the dog is.
Not entirely true.
Amako, what do you do aside from be cute?
What
Not
do you?
me. I deal exclusively lightning damage, though.
You would be absolutely horrible or amazing against automaton. Useless against rocks, though. Note to yourself: do not send Amako to the golem. Just Amako trying to electrify the golems, but getting hugged against their will. Well, Cloud Towers has a lot of flying. Supposedly, if you go far enough up the Cloud Tower, you'll see the stars.
I bet it's really pretty.
Oh, it is not the kind of stars you're thinking.
Uh,
I'll send you there.
Well, you know, there is an active bounty for 420 platinum for the man, but that might be a little too high level for the party.
Would you like to try and take on that bounty? I do have many of auxiliaries that can supplement you. I think I'll actually send you with a proper support mage, someone to boost you and make you overconfident. That would be a good idea. I'm not going to send Tyra again because she was pissed that she didn't fight last time. Like I tell her, Tyra, you're insane. The things that you fight never recover.
so he's gonna look to his right and his left. What? No. No, 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 no. I'm not letting you, either of you, do that. If that's even possible, and you're just trying to trick me.
They are.
What, double team?
No, they say, oh,
Well,
just
there's dragons. Maybe quadruple.
they say, oh, let us. They are both saying, let us control your body for 1 hour, and we will give you a fraction of our power. Ooh.
Let me control your body for a day, and I will make everything better.
I'm scared.
You should be.
You should be. Also, that sounds like a great deal. Only 1 hour? They can't compensate with that amount of time. Or if you get out of here.
Oh, then Cloud Tower it is. It'll be safer. What do we have that doesn't have a shaving personality? That's also a move.
The gunslinger from the Great Bridge, perhaps?
Well, the best kind of support makes sure everyone's dead, I suppose. I will send them. That way they stop shooting rocks. Rox is getting very tired of it. Alright. going to send you with. Oh, hello, kitty cat. I feel the eponymous bit, and look over it, and it's a cat.
You feel the paw.
I feel the head just.
The paw. No, wait, I just remembered something I found hilarious earlier today. You must obey the law. The law chooses who stays and who goes. The law is our savior. The law demands that we follow their tenets.
I don't know.
Hold on. I just did that. Cool.
Some expeditions have recently been sent from the America's quadrant over to the Great Desert, and they've apparently found some sort of natural source of oil. And they're setting up shop around the local. People are a little bit on edge about that, since the last time rare resources were discovered, it caused a bit of an economic boom and then a subsequent crash. And it didn't turn out so well for the locals, so perhaps the adventurers could be sent to at least scout the region.
I was really hoping to send them to go do a bit of adventuring in an extremely, totally not floating on the clouds. But I suppose we could do our due diligence and make sure society doesn't collapse around us. Remain active in community.
I'm simply request that they're updated.
We will send someone else to secure the rare resources. We'll send them the Cloud Tower, and we'll send them with a gunslinger who has the means to protect them, but will be put under strict order not to. Well, not to not protect them, just not to carry them through the experience.
Before we leave, is it okay if I go to a shop and buy some arrows? I only have my wooden stick arrows and the 4 explosive arrows.
Go shop, make merry, be happy. Should you be sending them out when they're injured? I know they're not part of this.
Well, it doesn't mean to send them right away. We have to make sure that we set up the correct teleportation.
Perhaps at some point we should get him a more modest bow that won't kill him.
It might actually behoove us to get him some light armor set up also.
Well,
It might also be financially profitable for us to send them on a simple carriage to the location.
sorry
so
about
that they
that.
have time to heal properly before starting their next quest.
Well, we could either send them via a normal physical route and risk them getting in danger while they're healing, or we could let them heal up in safety here. And have them traverse through magical ruins or an archway. However, though, I think the only established area of the Cloud Tower that we currently have is 150 floors up. But that's meant for more veteran experiences. It might actually be best to send them from the ground floor.
That would be wise, yes. Have any of the champions managed to reach the precipice yet, or are they still faced with the crystal golem?
Well, one of them has finally made his way. The other two decided that they wanted to, let's see, and they'll pull out a literal fucking crystal with a message imbibed in it. Absolutely demolish this bastard because he managed to punch one of us directly in the testicle. That has to hurt.
It is a universal weak spot.
Except on Golem. And robots.
You would think such a thing, but I find if you strike in just the right way, you can dislocate very important joints at the same time.
Hmm.
Very difficult, though.
Well, they do reach the top. I hope they wait. I really do get tired of them trying to traverse to the beyond to fight without having the full team. Hmm. Oh. We'll let him go get some comfortable little archer's armor. Oh, I think I'm gone.
No, you're still there.
I returned!
Return a dead. So, your
No.
3 o'clock will be arriving soon.
I should deal with that.
Suppose that means we should be heading away and leave you to it. Well, about how long do you think it'll be before he's all healed up?
We'll wrap him in some medical materials. That way, while you're traveling, it'll encourage his healing.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good idea.
We do need to go get him fitted for some armor, though. It would be best. I could have Lorelai do it, but he's not the greatest.
Because one of the life points is hearing damage, I'm just imagining like a herb infused candle where you let the wax drip into your ear. It's just
You're not wrong.
the most uncomfortable, weird experience that makes your tongue itch.
It's probably more like an herb-infused saltwater bath for the
Fuck
ears.
off, you worthless piece of shit. I hope you're not.
Probably see like rubbing his ear because it's ringing. Just...
With the sun returning, it would begin to be more dangerous to travel as more of it gets unveiled, but right now it's probably the best time to go anywhere safely, except for the ice and cold adapted monsters and creatures, like the buffalo bear,
Huh.
Bearfalo.
See.
Pretty tasty, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mhm.
And Satsu just kind of flexes a little bit. There's like no muscle still somehow.
He's
They
gonna
do that
like
thing where they push up the muscle with their fingers.
I'm still surprised I was able to carry that all the way back.
Well, anyone can have the strength of a gun. It's just having the physique of one requires that.
I think my physique works for me very well. I cater to a certain type.
I'm aware.
Actually, multiple certain types.
3 o'clock.
Oh, alright.
Yes, out we go.
No, not you. Go find him tomorrow. Just gonna, I want to give little Tatsu a little strip that they're gonna stick on his wrist. Just tell them that.
Tatsu.
Oh,
That's
sorry, my ear was ringing. What'd you say?
That's just gonna be his excuse from now on.
Jesus.
My ear was ringing. What?
Let's go get you some armor
Oh, yeah.
and some arrows.
Yes.
He's got appointments, so
Yes. Okay. Let's go. And he will start walking off. Towards the shops
Pretty.
and such.
Ah, yes. The shops where you see very non-cult like people just kind of walking away with goods and services. Just regular ass people.
Yeah. You know, he's gonna look for a like armorer.
They see any armor?
Oh yeah, there's 3 armor.
There's an armor over there.
Which one do we go in? There's 3 of them.
flip a coin.
Coin only has 2 sides.
Did I stutter?
Head.
One of them gets to land on the edge.
Okay, he's gonna take a silver coin out of his little baggie, and flip it. Just heads.
Okay, so which one was heads? Let me guess, you didn't make that decision yet.
No, I did. It's that one. He's gonna point to the second one.
Well, in we go, and I'll just kind of
Yep.
push him from the shoulders.
So he will go into that armor shop.
Tatsu really out here calling the bluffs on the other cat. You're a dingus. You weren't thinking. I was.
So, who is the shopkeep?
I see that. Hey! It's that same company!
What same company?
That same company that Alana owes an exorbitant amount of money to.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, the one with financing and insurance and everything.
I mean, this is just excellent for Tatsu. I mean, they can't afford the full price of anything they sell, but, you know, they can finance it. Oh, well.
Tatsu's got a little bit of money. He's got 100 silver and 150 gold,
And
which is probably enough for the low-grade material weapons there.
Does Alana still owe them money?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, they
he's
do.
accruing debt. They've already sent out the collectors. They just have to find which world she hopped to.
I hope she's got the money to cover that.
They probably don't. What was it, like, a 1.7% interest over time or something?
Yeah, it's like a 1.7% interest per accrued for the first 3 delinquent payments that jumps to 9.8% interest.
So how much does she owe?
Oh, let's see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
believe-
that depends. Are we using a broad time scale or the time scale of the planet they went to?
Probably
Even with a-
abroad.
Probably
Even
abroad.
Even with abroad, she's still about 190,000 platinum in the hole.
Ooh. Oh shit!
Who is Alana?
Another one of my characters.
Financed a very, very expensive enchanted piece of equipment from them and promised to pay her 10 gold pieces a month to pay off its 1,500 gold piece price, which never happened.
Did they ever even make any payments, or did they just take it?
No, she made
No,
payments.
she made
Okay.
like the first 2 months in advance just to be safe.
Mhm.
Because the job
She
was
didn't
only gonna take, a little while. Yeah.
She didn't expect to world jump.
It's very friendly atmosphere though. It smells kind of like a little bit of juniper in here. It's very nice, and they you call and you're gonna enter. It's an experience. It's not like the other shops that you can go to where it's just like, I'm running this. I'm running this place. It's been in the family. This is a very much an enterprise in this bitch. They've got fucking comfy carpet. It's literally air conditioned. They've got everything organized neatly in categories on shelves ranging from different prices. There's even the other sections that are near towards the back where the counter is, which are the enchanted goods, which also vary depending on what you're looking for.
Imagine a
And
cell phone store.
Basically, it's like a cell phone store, but for armor and weapons, because they're a venue. And you
Tetsuya's
enter.
here. Oh, this is a very nice shop.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you. I don't know yet. I'm sorry.
My name is Tetsuya Taichu Furio, and he's gonna give a little bow. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, I am Beauregard Sandoval Baldville, but that's just not really relevant right now. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I was just minding my business over here, and like I had a random pain in my ass. I don't really know how to feel about that.
Is that pain's name Shadow?
No, sadly, no, it's not Shadow. It's just my muscle, my body betraying me constantly is what it is.
Well, I'm here to see about acquiring some light armor, some what was it, archer's armor?
Oh. You are an archer, right?
Yes.
Oh, that makes it easier then.
He tries to be, anyways.
Does he? Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Hey, I was able to clear out that entire dungeon room.
It's if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
I think I would get along with you off shift.
I was able to destroy that room of mannequins and liquefy
Himself?
a ghost.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. No, he's supposed to have.
What?
I feel like he's obligated to have a southern accent as Beauregard, though. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know if I can pull that off without being getting stabbed.
But my friends call me Sharky.
Yeah. That is mighty interesting. Yeah, let's go back to the southern villain, Leonardo. Help me.
Alright,
fuck
what
was
am
the
I
name of this
helping with?
You said Leonardo, not Leonard.
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, Leonardo.
He purposefully mispronounces it.
Mm.
Leonardo.
Yes. Satsu was then shot. He's the cold brother. He just straight would shoot somebody and just leave them there. Just nobody calls me that but my wife. I forgot the name of the store. It rhymed too. God damn it!
Looks like you're gonna have to go back and rewatch.
I'm gonna have to rebranch my brain. Hold on.
Oh, that's a lot of RAM you're using, Jeebus. It's a good thing the Durg isn't here. He'd fucking have a meltdown.
Oh, it's Madame Zare's magical wear. No, it's Madame Zare's wondrous wares. That's right. There we go.
Is there a subsidiary of Madame Zare's murderous wares?
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm just looking for some simple armor to start with.
That's fine. Well, What type of archer's armor are you looking for?
Oh, well, that part I'm not sure. I've never really had a need for armor until I left. Well, I was exiled from my village and sent off on my own.
Well, I mean, it's not good that you were exiled, but it's good that you're here.
And he's gonna kind of look to his left and his right. No, I'm not getting something dragon themed.
No, nothing dragon thing. We don't really. Most people can afford dragon things here. All right. So, what are your experiences with combat thus far, and what are you trying to prevent from happening to you, injury-wise?
Oh, well, I've been in one fight,
2?
and well, I've been in 2 fights, one against a ghost and one against mannequins.
Then 3.
You look very good for a mother.
Somebody forgot about getting hugged by a spider.
Well, they didn't. Tetsuya doesn't count that because he didn't fight. He just kind of let the hug. So Tetsuya really didn't participate in that fight. But,
Okay.
I did find out that explosions in small rooms are bad.
Oh,
So I think I'm just looking for something general purpose.
Jesus, who is fucking screaming back there?
That's Jeremy. He's currently being hit by his father because they're in a fight. Jeremy's 9, but he has to learn someday. You can literally see a kid being yeeted through a doorway in the background. He's a good father. It's just his son's a bastard. Well, I suppose I can help you. So let's see what we get here. Explosions, though. Okay, you're gonna want a lot of very soft, gelatinous materials to absorb a lot of the shock. Luckily for you, we have recently come into an abundance of lambskin. We don't really know where they got so many lambs, but we don't question it. Just thankful for their patience. So, and they'll pull out a big ass Sears catalog S book and slam it down.
Oh god, is it like the one with the ring binders?
Yeah, that big ass one, and it's bigger than the time Alana looked at it.
That like 5-inch thick book.
It's actually 9.27 inches thick.
Oh yeah, it did get bigger.
I do have a question.
Hmm.
If you're supplied a material, would you be able to turn it into armor?
Well, if we are supplied any material requested upon us to turn it into some form of armor, naturally, as we always do, we give you a discount dependent upon the rarity of the material and the requested armor and item.
Well, he's gonna pull out one of the dragon scales. I have 4 of these.
No, that would get you a free shield. You have more of those.
I have 4.
4. Sliding the mighty binder to the side.
And he's gonna pull out all 4 of the scales to show them.
I would recommend against the shield since you are an archer.
Yeah.
They do have it correct. Yeah. Shield would be best served for one of your physical fighters. Ah, yes, the more interested they come in shinies, the less they're able to hide it.
I'll be right back.
Sir, are you aware you're drooling?
I was informed that these came from a copper dragon, even though they're gold.
Well, at least it didn't come from a pyrite dragon. Alright, let's see. We have a numerous amount of smiths and armorers and farriers and fletchers and the like in network who often jump at the opportunity to work with rare materials, hence the rule existing itself. We could turn that into armor, though the scales themselves are lacking in quantity to make the entirety of it.
I just sent you
man.
some stats on the scales.
Aw,
Oh.
yeah, let's go.
Who, me or the
I,
Spisos?
Does it look
person
like you
that-
got a message?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have like 3 places I could send Shadow a message. That's a valid question. But no, I sent it to the person who's going to be doing the crafting.
Okay.
Mm.
I've got like 5 sources of messages,
Yeah.
and most of them I have like silenced because I don't want my phone exploding.
Mm.
Same though.
Mm.
Yeah.
It'd be great if Discord had a mute everything except the stuff I unmute feature like Telegram does.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be above my brain here. Deej? Yeah. Come here. I remembered who's native to this world.
Mhm.
The now fatherless brats are native to this world. The fucking succubus dragon. What the fuck even is the Monster Maker system?
What?
It's just a fucking...
Is that what the scales are from, or what?
What? No.
I was
No,
gonna say,
Deej.
a copper succubus dragon? Excuse me?
No, see, without direction, because, you know, their father's gone and they're removing their memories, the world displaced all of Zarsi's children.
Oh.
And one of them is Deej, who's currently here working as a smith, because that's what he was interested in when he wasn't being you know, the son of a god.
When he wasn't being a little shit, and then, you know, one day he just kind of remembers being raised by a succubus and some other entity was there, but like, who
Can't
was
He
remember
that?
can't
who.
remember it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like purely because of the soul bonding, she can, but it's really hard for her to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those, every time they go to talk about it, they kind of, like, can't breathe because the world refuses to let them share the information.
Mhm.
The words just don't come out of her mouth.
Well, it's more like they literally start to get suffocated by the system because they're not allowed to share forbidden information.
Yeah.
What are these valiant?
Hmm.
And they'll kind of hold them up and measure them against their even prettier rose gold scales.
Mm.
Well, they're not as thick, but they're quality. I'd say it came from a. And they'll kind of give it a sniff and then gently nibble on the side of one. They just turned into an adult. They weren't very skilled. They probably just learned their breath. They didn't have any grasp of dragon magic, though. And they definitely probably didn't have the crystal like I do. But that, I think, comes from whoever my bastard father is, though, so... Can you work with it? Yeah, no, I can break it down and mold it like I did my own scale, made this pretty little necklace. And I'll just kind of flick the little succubi symbol that they forged into a necklace.
It's very pretty.
Thank you. It's my mom's house pet, too.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to go outside, though. Damn Christians. But yeah, no, I could work with it. What would they want? And they're just actively looking at the scales and using their nail to just casually kind of shred away a single sliver of it like it's fucking nothing.
Well, I was hoping maybe a piece of armor, like a chest plate, at least. Or if you can't get a full chest plate, then maybe some arrows or some kind of weapon.
I think possibly you could use part of it for a chest plate and maybe a couple for plates on the side of leggings.
No way. I know that dog. And they'll just kind of walk over and pick up the lightning boof.
Hi.
Oh, he's a good dogger. He's is now just holding Amiko with one arm while looking at the scales. I could make you something to protect you with this. It's gonna be expensive though. I really want it, because I mean, the only thing that's strong enough to hold dragon scales together is other mythical creature materials. Well, we've got some Nemean leather somewhere, so we could whip that together. Or I don't know, maybe some women beard. But Norse materials are kind of in scarce supply right now because of the whole scenario.
Hmm. Well, I trust your best judgment as the expert here.
No, I'm not the expert. I'm just like I'm the undermaster apprentice. That's a weird title. I mean, I haven't gotten my master's license because I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get it soon.
I hope so. I'd really like it. You know, take it and make mom proud.
I'm confident that you will. You seem very confident in yourself.
Yeah.
And how much will it cost?
They'll kind of lean over and whisper to the very small clerk. By comparison, everyone's small to a dragon, though.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe we could just give them 10? Something else? That is a little expensive.
Tetsuya's ears are going to kind of flatten hearing the word expensive.
Could you do it for less? Not really. They're standing right there. Don't. Bo, we've talked about this. Don't insult people's financial dispositions while they're in front of you. Gab about it in quiet. What is your budget, hon?
Well, I have 150 gold and 100 silver.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna whisper in Tetsuya's ear. It's not smart to tell all you have.
They asked my budget, and that's my budget.
So you're willing to be broke for this?
We can always gather more money, and I'd rather not. If we were to encounter danger, I'd rather not just have clothes.
Satsu will step back and, alright.
Alright. Mm.
Well, I also have this earring I could use as trade.
It's fine. We offer payment plans. It's okay. We finance.
Finance?
Yeah, you pay a little at a time.
Oh.
All right. So it's going to be costly. if we're putting it in terms of gold, it's at least going to be 15,000.
Tetsuya's heart is gonna just sink.
That's for a lot of things. The cost is because the materials you have there reduce it by more than half, which, thank you. It'll be a first, but since mythical materials are the only things that can properly bind to mythical material, it requires extra work.
Oh.
Yep, it's going to require that. Which I can do it. I can wholly do it. Don't worry. But I'm going to have to take a lot of expensive things and put them together. Then there's the difficulty, even though they're from a copper dragon, the scales are not. They're not going to have the same melting point as copper. They're not going to work the same or feel the same as actual copper. So it's going to be a process. Now the chances are it won't be ready soon. If I work through the night, I could maybe have it done in 2 to 3 days. We do offer delivery, so we can get it to where you are. That's not a problem. But it's not going to be a very simple task, and it's going to be expensive and costly. And a majority of that comes from the material cost being so expensive, but also the labor of the act. Because the specific materials that we're going to have, I'm thinking of the best bang for your buck and just giving you lamellar armor, which is basically a bunch of those. I'm going to take it and I'm going to forge it into a bunch of little plates, and then I'm going to supplement that with steels here and there. So I'm only going to really have the dragon in the areas that it's thickest, and everything else is going to be hardened steel.
Oh. I see.
It'll be lightweight comparatively. So,
How
but
protective would it be?
well, these all have decent quality, and we don't offer crafting levels below what I'm comfortable with, and I'm comfortable with it taking it being quality, so good quality, and done as fast as possible. Unless you're okay with it taking longer, which could take up to a week to do, which I can make it even higher quality if I just focus solely on the quality of the product after it. Crafting is a very arduous process, and since I'll be working with the materials myself, since the master smith has currently taken a task from Aldum himself, I am unable to create anything as quick as I'd like, because I just do not have the confidence to utilize some of the more dangerous but efficient techniques. Even with my draconian vitality and resilience, the forge is a harsh beast.
Well, then I don't want you to stress about getting it done fast. I would like you to take your time so you are able to get the best you can. I'm not worried about it, about the time it takes.
Okay. Now you can ask it, request it to be done cheaper, but full disclosure, it's not going to be much cheaper because we really do only focus on quality materials here. So cheaper. It's slightly cheaper, yes, but it's not as cheap as it would be if you either did it yourself or took it to another smith. We will charge you a fee for it being cheaper.
Okay, and then with the plan, will I have to give any upfront?
You can, or you can take a plan with a higher interest rate that I think. And they'll just kind of put a hand on the very large basically pink colored dragon's chest. It's rose gold, but it's pink. Fuck you. I don't care what colors say. You don't have to pay anything up front if you can't afford it, though the interest rates per month will be more expensive, yes, and the overall allotted price will be higher. Realistically, if you're to pay it outright, it would be the 15-ish thousand gold if you break down the final valuation. But it's going to be higher with the fact that we are loaning you the funds to purchase the item from us, more in layman's terms, and you're just paying us back for essentially giving you something for free.
I see. Well,
So
I
you'll be
would like
paying.
to put some money up front for it.
That's fine. How about we just do?
I can do 75 gold and 50 silver if that would mean anything.
Well, you can pay as little as 1% down if you want.
What's 1%? What would that be?
You said 1%?
1%.
Wouldn't that be 150? Or am I derping?
Thereabouts. Since you're a first-time customer, I will give you the benefit of the doubt, and I will give you this. We're going to go ahead and waive a bunch of the normal fees for financing, and we'll just take 50 gold right now, with the promise that on the 1st of the month you will pay your first payment.
How much would my first payment be?
No, 178 gold.
Well, looks like I've got some work to do then. But
So we could do. The less you pay, the longer it takes. That's basically how this works.
I understand. But I would be able to pay more if I'm able to, yes?
Yes, you can pay any amount whenever you have the funds to, but there is a minimum agreed upon amount to continue the validity of your ownership of the item.
Yes.
And that's just kind of how we make our money back from delinquents. If they don't pay us back what they owe, if they don't pay on their payments, we repossess the item and we sell it to someone who actually has the money.
Okay.
It's a good faith business, though sometimes people aren't kind enough to take that and not run with it.
Will I have to come back here to pay every time?
You can make a payment from any one of our locations, as long as you have your account information and your item number, which is the account is generated prior, but the item number is only generated upon its completion.
Okay. I can do that then.
Like the greatest evil ever. Side note: an adventurer from another world coming to this world immediately starts fucking pay to rent to own financing for shit. Like literally subprime auto lending for all the equipment you use. Like that is truly the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hello, kitty cat.
ugh. Oh my god.
Is there anything I have to sign since this is a?
Oh yes. There are many. And that's when the stat comes out.
Oh,
Most of this is just nonsense legal jargon. Well, and I'll turn to the first page. You're gonna see the signature here. And then they'll hand you your first ever clicky pen.
Tetsu's gonna click it a few times. Click, click, click. Before he, signs the paper. And his handwriting is atrocious, according to the dice rolls.
Maybe you should talk to Deej when he's not working. He's very good at calligraphy. My mother did teach me how to write properly. She said the best way to impress a lovely lady is to write her a beautiful letter. She also said, and then promptly put her in a full Nelson and turn her insides to her outside, so I take that with a grain of salt.
Oh.
Just like apparently Dad used to do, which,
And, Tetsuya will go through the process of signing the places where he is told to sign an initial.
there you go. Long and skinny of this here is you agree to make payments. If you don't, we can come and take things. If you resist, you get beat up.
I'll make the payments.
I'm not trying to threaten you. That surprises a lot of people. It's like, well, why did they punch me to take back the thing I owed money on? Because I tried to stab them with it. Don't know what's so hard to understand about that relationship. Fuck.
And
Oh.
what?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay. He will hand over the agreed amount of gold. The 50 gold that he said.
We'll take these belongings here and then we'll wrap them. Alright. We will. Oh, yeah. They'll kind of do some digging in one of the drawers and then hand you what looks like a ring of some kind. Just need you to wear this at all times for about a week and a half. That way we can find you wherever you're currently at and bring you your belongings.
Okay.
Delivery upon completion is something we pride ourselves on.
Pretty.
Well, it does have an extremely powerful teleportation circuit in it, so don't try and fizzle with it or it will explode.
Oh. Okay. He is
I'd
going
see him
to
walking around with a literal fucking doorway on his hand.
He's gonna put it on he's gonna put it on the finger on his left hand. Because he doesn't want it to get struck by the bowstrings when he pulls a bow back.
Fair enough.
And he still does have that archer's glove on.
Well, good. Keep it on, bitch. Yes?
Nothing. Just want to say thank you again.
Don't thank me, thank Dee. She's the one who's going to be doing all the work. I just stand here and be handsome.
Well, you're doing a good job at it.
Oh. And they'll just kind of slide over a very cool glass. Peach tea?
And he will pick it up and give it a sip.
You have experienced peach tea. Congratulations.
It's delicious. He will set the glass down. Thank you. And thank you, Beej.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, the both of you. And he'll give another bow before he leaves the shop. And he did get like a receipt or something, right?
Yeah. You didn't get a receipt. What a random sequence.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't get one of those bracelets like Alana did.
You know, they've updated their location software, as it were.
I could just see it now. Alana's looking through her stuff. She finds that bracelet and just, oh shit.
Yeah.
Janaya!
As soon as they fucking pull it out of whatever's been bearing the signal, just, we got her.
Alana, Janaya, we got a problem.
That's a pretty racist.
Damn, Skippy, you do.
There you are. Hi. Just,
Ah, you're finally awake.
yeah, exactly. Hi, I'm with a collection agency, and just want to talk to you about an extended warranty problem you've been having.
Okay, look, I know this is, I know it's bad.
Uh-huh.
I know,
I
I'm-
think at
I'm-
this point,
Maliciously loading scattergun. I'm listening.
at this point, I think they would be authorized to simply smile as they're caving their face in with fists. Be like, I'm with the collection agency, punch.
And the repo man comes.
That there is a subsidiary of this company that offers organs. Don't fuck with them.
Okay, look. I know I owe a lot of money.
It's a
I just
fucking
wasn't
enterprise.
I wasn't expecting to get planes jumped.
Yeah.
It says right here in your contract that extraplanar travel is not a permissible excuse for defaulting on your.
Does
Yeah,
it say
no.
that?
It actually does, yes, because
Huh.
it literally says, due to Madame Zare's wondrous ware's ability to produce and maintain locations in multiple planar regions of the branch.
Just Alana. Okay, look. I'll give the halberd back. There's no need to shoot. There's no need to load that.
Listening, just fire or lightning.
Janaya!
We've been over this. You're an adult. You can take the consequences of your actions on yourself.
Am I going to die?
Oh, respawn's a thing. Just looks at the bottom. Yeah, anti-respawn shells. You'll be fine. Necromancers like your body, though.
I'm an older woman. They won't like my body. Then again, necromancers.
You got
Deal with
Mob
it,
over there
yeah.
sneezing, just like someone is trying to put me on a pedestal. Who gave you an army? My dumbass stepfather. Fair enough. Father-in-law.
But anyways, Tatsuya will now make his way to the Fletcher / Bowyer.
I mean, you could have bought arrows in there. You just didn't.
Yeah, but
People are like, it's predatory lending, isn't it? What's that, mister? I don't have a job and I can't buy it outright.
I'm sorry, do you own land? Well, no? Then shut up.
Exactly.
because right now Tatsuya owns.
I mean, to be fair, that was the original plan for America. I'm sorry, are you a farmer? No, the quiet peasant. All right, unless you're growing potatoes or selling hookers, you don't matter. Unless you're growing hookers or selling potatoes, you still don't matter.
Do the Fletcher and the Bowyer own a shop together? Like they work together?
No, that's
Yes,
entirely too convenient.
Be entirely too convenient. Instead, we're gonna have you basically meet a chimera person who's two halves of two different people, and they each have a shop, and you got to go to the sidewall in each one, and they're just kind of like, I've always wanted to play with that idea where you go in the shop, And it's like the same person, but they're two different. They're two halves, and you have to go to one shop to get one thing and one shop
Oh
to
my
get the
God.
other.
There's like a drape with a cutout that's like separating the two sides.
Yep,
It,
yep.
it 100% looks like the same person on both sides, but
Yeah.
have this intense feeling of bullshit that like there's no way they got to over there before you did.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's just like a conjoined twin, some sort of chimera species that's just there to purely fuck with you.
Or Cerberus.
Yeah, there you go. That would work. 3 stalls.
How the fuck did you get here? Don't worry about it.
So, yeah, so he's going into the Bowyer, Fletcher, whatever.
It's actually called the Fletcher and the Foyer.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? The distress in that noise. Alright.
The boyer is over here, and the girl yer is over there.
And the woman year's over there.
And the man yer is on that way.
I'm real fucking tired of that shit. You punk asses.
We
But
probably
yes.
shouldn't be doing this as often as we are. They are a DM now.
That'll be fine. What are they gonna do? Get payback?
Nah.
You'll just wake up with a choya peed in your bed.
You did abandon that poor Choyapede, by the way.
I did not.
Did not.
You never said you took it with you.
Bitch, please don't even with me. You know I keep everything in my bag.
You know the... What are you? A djinn. You know the djinn keeps everything in their person. They're fucking magic. Of course they're keeping everything you pick up.
I know.
Yeah. They never once will allow anyone to take their things from them, not even the Vikings. That's why there's an entire Viking raiding party stuck in that bag.
Yes. Anyways.
Listen, bold fucking, alright? That's a bold attitude to take for someone within bag stuffing distance. Yeah,
Well,
it's the
you're-
Boyer and the Fletcher.
Yes.
Yeah, Tetsuya will walk into the Bowyer with a smile. Hello.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you woke him up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here to purchase a bow.
Look to a wall clock. Is it 4 o'clock already? Alright, what do you want?
Oh, well, I was hoping to buy a bow of some sort. One that, when I use it in rooms, that won't cause an explosion to almost kill me.
Just kind of give you a deadpan look. Have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Well, I've only had 2 bows in my life, besides the one I was trained on. But I wasn't allowed to take that from the archery range.
Come on over here, like, this is an ungrateful little bastard.
What?
Oh, that's just Falon's internal dialogue. Just fucking ungrateful. Ooh, you almost killed me.
Okay.
Well,
So,
I guess I could use the bow, but I'd need appropriate arrows for it.
long bow, short bow, medium bow,
Oh,
horse bow, double bow.
What's a double
tribow,
bow?
crossbow, arbalist.
The
Also-
recurve bow with with a longbow attached to it.
Kind of like the knife wrench. You flip it around and it does something else.
I say I would think a medium bow.
Okay. What kind of draw weight are you looking for?
What's the draw weight on? Hold on, let me look at my notes. What's the draw
A
weight
lot.
on this other bow? Yeah.
A lot. The only reason you can pull it is because of the unique system.
Oh yeah, 145-pound draw. Okay. But yeah, no, it's got a unique system in it, doesn't it? That allows them to pull it back, like a compound bow almost.
Pretty much. Levers, please.
What's a hefty draw weight for a bow, but not like impossible?
You talking like longbow style?
Yeah.
75 is
Well,
pretty
like
average.
like a medium-sized bow.
I mean, the one I use is like 45, so I'd probably say 55 is. I mean, that has me straining.
You gotta remember, all of that weight is like on muscles that aren't typically used.
Yeah, I know. That's how I'm providing my reference point, just so you
Yeah.
can base that off of current to somebody who's actually an archer.
I'd say 70 pounds.
So, up and down. You don't look like you can draw 75.
No, I don't know the draw weight of the bow that I used.
They will reach behind themselves with a display rack of various bows and hold one out to you. See if you can pull that back.
Alright, so you will take the bow and attempt to draw it back.
Give me a physicality.
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 And Satsu's curious if she can draw it back too.
63.
Alright. I'm about to have to dip to go get my clothes dried and shit.
Okay, friend.
Okay. Okay, so you managed to pull back the
You guys.
50-pound bow.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, that has a range. Brain just blanked out as soon as they left the call. They took the brain with them. I think it's like 100 feet. Gotta be that.
What are you trying to think of?
The range of a 50-pound crossbow.
Usually 100 to 150.
Okay. So yeah. So
Satsu wants to try to pull the 70-pound bow.
go for it.
Physicality?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a 84 plus 2, so that's 86 times 1.2.
You do manage to pull back the 75-pound bow.
That's a 103.
Now Tetsuya will attempt to pull that one back.
Snaps him in the face.
We got a 71.
You can pull it about halfway back, but you're not getting it to full draw, and your arm's aching.
And he's gonna, slowly let it down. Just.
Smug cat noises.
Are you sure you're an archer?
Yeah.
reiterating a statement that was made to me in my very first D&D campaign. Because I rolled a nat 1 to fire and ended up dropping the bow down a flight of stairs. And the rogue just looks at me. Are you sure you're an archer?
The Amiko is curious. She's just like gonna grab a random bow and see what she can do.
Alright.
Unless you have some arrows that would be able to accommodate the bow I already have.
So you want to hear Amiko's roll?
Sure.
95.
95. Okay. So, Amiko picks out a random short bow from those options, and you know they pretty easily pull back the 50-pound bow.
Did that even register when I said that?
No.
No, I don't think so, and I think Discord messed up my speechifying. What
Yeah,
did you guys
I
do?
heard yours, but Amiko just goes neat.
Mhm.
Alright, so she's
So-
gonna set it back.
Amiko puts 15-pound bow back.
Did you say 15 or 50?
15. That's why I said, like, I think Discord fucked with my speechifying there.
Okay, so yeah, that
Yeah.
was a cake for her.
I heard. Okay. Wait. Oh, you said a 15-pound bow?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it lost the T.
I also heard 50 when you first said it.
Yeah, so it lost the N.
Yeah.
But that's even so.
Is this literally just a bowyer, or is this a bowyer and Fletcher?
This is just the bowyer. There is another stall nearby. Well, actually, there is a sign that points to behind the stall that you're at. It says, Fletcher.
Maybe I should talk to the Fletcher about arrows that would fit my bow. What do you think, Satsuki?
Say that one more time, sorry.
Should I talk to the Fletcher for arrows that could just accommodate my bow?
Might be a better idea. I mean, you seem to be able to draw your bow pretty nicely. Seems comfortable for you.
Sorry. And he's gonna give a bow and, go to the Fletcher.
So you walk around back behind the stall, and it's the same person on the other side. And they go your direction. No. Hey.
Hello.
Fancy meeting you here.
I was wondering if you had any arrows to accommodate my current bow. I can show you one of the arrows I have, but I've only got 4 of them.
Sure.
So he's going to, do the little hand sign to summon his quiver and pull out one of the 4 native arrows. Gently set it on the counter.
They will pick it up and examine it for a bit. Does it have to be made of this material?
Oh, no. I would like the same length, but not the same material. I tried shooting one of these arrows out of it, and it shattered into 1,000 pieces. He's gonna pull out one of the stick arrows.
So basically something sturdy, but it doesn't necessarily have to match the other kind.
Yes.
I could definitely talk to a few people to get you something made, but I don't know how well it would fly compared to whatever this is.
I'm not entirely sure what it is. But it does, it's painful if you shoot it in a if you shoot it in a small room.
So what does it like? Bounce around a lot?
It makes an explosion.
Ah,
And, I believe what it was called, when it hits something, it releases some, hydrogen sulfide.
I'm not a alchemist, so I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is. All I know is that on the range out back, it went through a steel plate and buried into the ground.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make any arrows or something like that. I'll have to ask around, but in the meantime, I can make you some arrows if you're short on time.
You're breaking up, Dark.
Ah, I could make you some wooden arrows that would fit in the meantime, but I can't guarantee that they'll survive being shot from whatever you please. If you were using a more normal bow, then I could.
Well, I could show you the bow. If you'd like to see it.
Not very interested in anything other than arrows.
Okay. But, yes, I was just looking for something better than these and, holding the literal stick made into an arrow.
Yes, you've already showed me that abomination.
He's gonna put it back in the quiver with the others.
Perhaps if you went to the bower and purchased a bow, then I would be able to make you something to fit with it. And I don't know. Illuminate yourself.
Okay. Thank you. May I have my arrow back, please?
They'll hand it back to you a little slowly.
He'll take it and put it back in the quiver before he de-summons it. Well, thank you for your time. And he'll give a bow and he'll look at him, Satsu. What do you think?
I mean, having a diverse few options wouldn't be terrible. Maybe you don't want to reveal your trump card right away,
True. Okay.
And it couldn't hurt to have something that's less destructive in the meantime.
This is true here. Okay.
After all, I don't use a level 10 spell on everything right away.
Oh, you're not a warlock?
So he will go back around to the bowyer.
Alright, so that person is already waiting for you when you get there.
Hello again.
Hello.
The 50-pound bow. How much would that be?
Yet to really specify what kind of bow it is that you're looking for.
Oh,
I have
well,
several 50-pound bows in the medium category.
oh, well, I guess, do they make, like, out of character, do they make, like, small Yumi bows? Or is it the Yumi bow just the one big large bow that the samurai used in the Japanese?
I think it's just the one size.
Okay. The only bow that I'm used to using is a Yumi.
That is decidedly not medium.
Yeah. But, what do you think I should use?
I will gesture to the wall behind them to a medium recurve bow that has a price tag of 5,000 platinum.
I don't have that much money.
Well, you asked my opinion.
Of
What,
course, they want you to have the best of the best.
Yes.
what could I get for, 50 gold and 50 silver?
They think about it for a minute, and then they dig around in a barrel that's off to one side and pull out what would be a sort of long stick. It's not even strung. They take a moment to pick out some string and string it. There is a medium-sized longbow. I could give you this.
Medium-sized what? You cut out again.
Longbow.
Hmm.
I could give you this for 40 gold.
Isn't that a bit much?
Well, it
You
also
said it
doubles
looks
as-
like a stick, right?
It's not just like any old random stick. I described it as a stick because it's entirely constructed of wood, but it's not layered at all.
Mm.
It also doubles as a spear if you don't have it strung, because it's one of the round shaft style.
Mhm.
Does it look like it's a decent one, or does it look like it's worth that much?
It looks sturdy. Not many weapons get to pull double duty, and without really taking it to a range, testing it out, you can't really judge it beyond its appearance and the promises that the seller makes.
Hmm.
One last question: does it have a spear tip on it?
It does not, but it does have a metal cap that is pointed at both ends. It is currently being used as a knock string.
Mhm. What if I increased the price and wanted to spend 100 gold?
You gonna have anything left for arrows?
I'll have my silver. I can get a few arrows.
They set it on the table and round around a bit, and for 100 gold, they pull out a. Sorry, they're not.
You're doing the thing again.
Maybe if I put it right in front of my mouth. But then you can hear me breathing. So anyways, they would procure a laminated bow. It's substantially flatter than the other one, but it still appears to be a sort of longbow design to it. It is not curved in any particular direction, but it is laminated with what appears to be either serrated horns or perhaps some kind of bone on one side, and it almost looks like cork on the other side, but it's a dark black pitch color.
Ooh. Ooh. That looks neat.
This is a war-forged bow. It possesses the horns of a great stag, but something's happened to it recently, and it's lost its ability to really do anything. I'm sure if you find somebody that can reconstitute such things, then you'll find yourself in possession of a much more expensive weapon.
Yeah. He will hand over the 100 gold.
Alright, you have purchased the Staghorn bow.
Come up here.
I'll grab you its stats.
Amiko does not think it was necessary to go that high, but she's not going to argue. After all, it's not her weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a fresh bonus of 15. It does 1d10 damage on its own.
Fresh bonus 15. 1d10. Okay.
It weighs 4 pounds. It has a reach of 5 feet.
5 foot.
And the distance it can launch projectiles, as in like the maximum distance, is 150 feet.
Mm-hmm. 150 feet. Okay. And he's gonna, take the bow and kind of examine it. It looks neat. Thank you. And he will, go back around to the Fletcher.
Hello again.
Hello again. I would like to purchase some, just, standard arrows. Preferably, possibly broadheads.
Very well. If you're just looking to bulk buy some arrows, I could offer you the shift around some buckets of arrows and gather up a good bundle of 50 of them. This many for 50 silver.
Okay. And he will hand over the 50 silver.
You will receive 50 reinforced broadhead arrows. These are the kind of arrows you can go pick up out of the dirt and use them again without fearing for shrapnel embedding itself in your wrist and thumb.
Mm-hmm. Alright, 50 reinforced broadhead arrows.
So what kind of damage does the bow do when it's fired?
1d10 plus projectile damage.
And what's the
Okay.
damage of the arrows?
That's what I gotta grab. There we are.
Now, out of curiosity, how much damage would the other one have done?
Several.
Several damage.
Several damages. Oh yeah, don't forget to add your proficiency bonuses and the fresh bonus and everything.
Well, the only... Well, we didn't say what Tetsuya's thing was with the... Oh. We
Well,
never
he's gonna
did-
be proficient at least.
Yeah.
He doesn't get any attack bonuses from it, but he's done at least 50 hours with it.
Yeah.
Also, the damage that the broadhead does is 1d8 plus 4.
1d8 plus 4. Okay.
Pretty good.
We should actually, like, write the damage that arrowheads do in the rulebook somewhere instead of referencing bullets.
Tetsuya would ask the Fletcher, would you like these stick arrows I made?
No.
I was gonna say, he was gonna say no. You just use those up.
Yeah. He's only got like 5 or 6 of them.
You know,
think
you can use those
6.
up until they're all destroyed and stuff.
It was 6 until he used it in his big bow and it turned into a shotgun. And gooified a ghost.
You can take those over to the other side, where the bowyer can bend them until they break, like they like to do with every other piece of wood they get their hands on.
Okay. And, you know, he's gonna put the broadheads in his summonable quiver and take the stick arrows out. And he will, you know, thank the Fletcher for his time and walk back over to the bowyer. And, would you like these arrows? And he's gonna show him the stick arrows.
Just hold on to those.
Just hold on to them. Okay.
You can use them up eventually. Not that many.
They're a bit
Okay.
thin to turn into bows. Maybe the Fletcher would be more interested in sticks that don't bend.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. And he's gonna put those arrows into his quiver and, you know, leave.
Alright, so you have gotten yourself a bow and 50
Mhm.
arrows
Yes.
for probably too much money.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. It's a lot of money.
Things are rather expensive at this cult.
I made a suggestion. It went unheeded.
How's it make
Alright,
you
let's-
feel that Tatsu listens to Amako more than you?
Well, he even went above Amako's suggested price range.
Well, I suggested we go to the place in Asia.
Yeah.
Amako's like, not necessary. Alright, let's see. Here.
So, what would you like to do while we wait?
Well, we're waiting on you, Tatsu, so hurry up, heal faster.
Just just kind of straining, just
Okay.
Just like the life in the army, hurry up and wait wait faster.
yeah.
How many thorium are in a gold again?
Well,
2,500.
2,500.
yep.
Yeah, you definitely overpaid on those bows on any of those bows. I'm looking at the prices of bows,
Yep.
just regular prices. It's like recurve bow, 300 thorium. Longbow, 480 thorium.
Those
You know,
are
that
like-
sort of thing.
Those are mean prices too. That's like not even the highest and lowest ranges. Those are like the middle.
Yeah, those are like average prices.
Well, Tatsu doesn't know this.
Tatsu does not know this. Also, it's a Warforged item.
I don't
That
know
is
what that
true.
means.
It can be improved.
A Warforged item is any object that was imbued with XP and then had the still living flesh of a monster incorporated into it, thus imbuing the object with that monster's abilities. So, like, if you killed a scorpion and added it to a knife with some XP, your knife would then have scorpion's poison. Like, always.
So they said something about reconstitute the bow.
I imagine that's an expensive process or difficult. But we can look into it.
I would at least like to get a price range for it. But who would do things like that? An enchanter?
I'm
Well,
not really sure.
I have some friends in Asia.
That's true. She's got friends.
Well, you know, I've got some friends that live on another planet. They might be able to do it.
But I don't know how to reach them.
Not
could
like
try
you can send them a
really
message,
hard.
You know,
I've tried.
Yeah.
I have tried.
They aren't
But
picking
they-
up their phone.
Well,
Not
if-
responding to my
If
texts.
Satsu prayed to Kumali, would she receive the message?
No.
That's what I thought.
I remember once an elder said if you say a deity's name enough, they may appear. Maybe it could work the same with friends in other places.
I can just imagine that Satsu starts talking about Ivy over and
Oh,
over. and
Oh, I
she's
was just about to say, Satsu's taking a deep breath and. Ivy.
Shadow, 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 shadow,
Oh,
shadow.
fuck that. That's just inviting calamity.
Satsu might get punched for that.
Just becomes this new urban myth. If you spin around 3 times and stare into a mirror and say shadow, he'll appear.
Just remember, he destroyed the moon. Wait, what?
Shadow did not destroy the moon.
Yeah,
Thank you
he
very
did
much.
not.
I know.
So,
Hey, exaggerations happen.
so a partial genocide, maybe. Giving nuclear weapon ideas to Science Oni, yeah. Having those dwarves discover guns, yeah, that was his fault. Because he left a prototype in a dwarf, like, village underground when he was getting chased. So, there's a lot of things that he's done, but The moon? No, that's not one of them.
You made the moon disappear, though.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
You didn't.
I thought you did.
No.
No.
That was old.
That was before our time,
The moon was
actually.
already gone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Incinerated a carriage into a pile of carbon? Yeah, that was his fault. Twice? Yeah, that was his fault.
Almost did it a third time.
Oh,
Almost
no,
did it a third time.
Almost, like, seems to be the reason the moon suddenly returned. Just
Suddenly-
coincidence.
You could maybe make that tenuous connection that, hey, Shadow showed up and then the moon did and Shadow fucked off.
So Shadow brought back the moon from wherever it fucked off to. Ergo, Shadow stole the moon and put it back.
That's totally something Shadow would do. I'm just gonna put the moon back and hope nobody noticed. Everybody noticed that.
Everything's on fire! Whoops. Uh.
Okay, so we got like 10 minutes left in the session here.
Mhm.
How is everybody enjoying the campaign so far? I know it's an open world and there's not really like a direction to go in if you don't make a direction for yourself. The world
I
is
enjoy it.
still incredibly dangerous. I'm not even giving the creatures that you guys encounter like armor because you're still
Mhm.
too squishy for that.
Mhm.
But like
Hopefully with this armor I can become a little less squishy.
I believe Omiko is still the squishiest in the group.
Amiko is also made of plasma.
Yeah, Amiko doesn't die in the normal sense.
They can
No,
die.
she doesn't.
Amiko can absolutely die. Just
Well-
not the same way that you or I do.
Yeah.
She kind of gets a reset instead of actually dying.
If
And
Amiko runs out of pets, they don't get any more resets.
I will say, I have been rolling for it, and Tetsuya's managed to so far ward off any deals or advances from the dragons.
That's some pretty high willpower right there.
He may not be the smartest. That is all.
I may not be clever.
Do they tell him to hit on anybody?
Often, yes.
Both of
They've,
them.
yes, both of them with different people. Akatamame, pretty much everyone he sees. Anadamame, a couple people. They both tried to have him hit on him. Let's see. Some people they both agreed on is when they first met was Satsu. Another one was Aspira, Asaka, Noni, and you see where that got us.
Yeah.
Lorelei, and what's the leader's name?
The Bard? Everybody wants to fuck them. Okay.
Yeah.
Except Satsu for some reason.
Yeah.
Satsu's
Well, I will
got
be.
an actual horse. He doesn't care about your faux horse that you got in your pants.
I will be right back. I gotta pee.
Okay. I wonder which dragon is the bottom. So, yeah, like I said, I know we're not really close to 100 episodes at this series yet, just because, like, it's been one episode in this campaign per week instead of two, which makes it take a bit longer. But its open world nature tends to allow you guys to go to other places if you ever do get bored. It's just a matter of finding some place that you can do that. I know that Amiko would actually be familiar with how the party got to the video game campaign, because that location still exists.
The
The one where we needed Excel sheets for it.
getting things. But yeah, I think I recall how we ended up getting there. Well, a couple of ways.
Big, scary, death and sacrifice based temple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that what's his name, Leonard,
The one he
did battle with a door.
yeah. he hacker manned a door out of existence after it no you'd him too many times.
Yeah, so it was a back and forth of no you, no you, no you, no you.
Alright, fine.
Until he was
No,
like, yeah,
this
no.
entire area.
I'm slightly surprised that that actually ended up surviving.
Well, I mean, Les was describing, like, all of the old inhabitants, like, coming out of the doorways, and, like, checking in on the area and everything. Like, they probably fixed whatever the fuck he did to the door.
Well, there was gonna be a gigantic mana bomb that was gonna vaporize the entire section.
Yeah, that went off.
And then, let me guess, it undid. it just Control Z'd.
Not quite Control Z, it still did damage. Mana bombs are hard to Control Z, especially with magic. You gotta fix that shit by hand.
Okay. So, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but I did think that that was part of this world.
The continents have shifted around, but it is the same planet.
Okay. And so Amiko would have been around. Let's see. Was she present at the time? I know Yon was.
Yon was present. I don't think Amiko was. I think they were training at the time.
Yeah, I think Amiko
You,
was doing her own thing.
you definitely would have heard about a powerful mana
Hello.
bomb going off and, you know, your friend appearing. So it's entirely likely that since you're able to travel pretty much instantly, you would have gone there to investigate at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, she would have definitely checked it out.
You'd basically know that, like, hey, some people that I know went to this area and then an explosion happened and now they're gone, but they're too tough to die from something like that.
It probably caused it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ivy blames it on Shadow immediately.
They're just on the run. They don't want the blame to be pinned on them.
No, Shadow is back home as Tomb Guardian. He has gotten uber new abilities. He is strong now. He does not want to go anywhere except be with his wife.
If I remember right, this was where Alana left also, right?
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
Akane left too.
Yeah,
around the
Akane
same
went
time.
with them and Mons went with them.
Mm-hmm. And Janaya and Drake.
One of the only openly evil characters I played, Akane.
I was gonna say, hold on, that Alana's mine. Unless you want to take blame for almost starting a war when a tree exploded from a circle stick. Hold on, my name's getting called. Hold on, I'll be back.
So Amiko would be familiar with the area, but I don't know if she'd know about the ability to move through worlds there. Because she wasn't present when they went through the portal.
There's a few other spots that are like that, it's just this party hasn't encountered them. Then there's the Neo Encapulator, of course, now that it's loose again. It just has to point at you for long enough, and you get launched to some other location it points at, and that could be literally anywhere. Of course, there's a whole bunch of places that you guys haven't really explored on abroad either. There's all
Yeah,
sorts
it's a big world.
I'm back.
all sorts of mountain homes and that whole underground world, like the lava dinosaurs. And there's the great desert that hasn't been explored, like, hardly. The
You can
Forbidden
you can always-
Forest is still pretty much untapped. It's like a living thing. It'd be hard to explore the entire thing, but like there's some interesting encounters there. There's entire villages that live there.
Mhm.
There's also the Great Ocean with its islands of mystery.
Yeah, so a lot of places to go in the world.
Mhm.
I mean, hell, it almost seems like you guys have been purposefully avoiding the America chunk of the continent too.
Nope. I haven't been purposefully avoiding anything.
You guys have been to Lower Russia, China, Japan, France, Iraq, Istanbul, Egypt, the Panama,
Panama,
Northern South America. I don't know this. I don't think they're even called states. The regions of South
The
America
countries.
that well. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
I
guys.
suppose at some point we could wander in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys spent a bit of time in Antarctica,
Oh.
or at least Satsu did, mostly fleeing an apparent black hole.
Yeah. So does Satsu know about the tree explosion?
No, that's just a local, what is it, drama.
Mhm. I thought she might have heard about that. Some
Nah.
dumb redhead blew up a tree and almost started a war.
Nah, tree elves are, not very talkative to the outsiders.
Fair.
You guys also haven't really encountered a whole bunch of Petch recently. It seems the dwarves showed up and the Petch disappeared,
Mhm.
so something's going on with that.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about the pets recently, so I just kind of assumed that they were in a different region.
Mhm.
I mean, at the same time, you guys haven't encountered a whole lot of hook-tailed sharks either, but you also haven't been in the region where they're at, so it's not like they disappeared.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I had basically thought that we just weren't in the same region. Oh, Helicat, as all those Petch. But I suppose they got to be somewhere.
Yeah. good way to find them is look for an area of land where there's a whole bunch of really solid-looking foundations, but no buildings on them.
It's like, oh, that's where they were.
Petch take the phrase "picking up house and moving" a little too literally.
Yes, they interpret that moving home thing fairly literally.
The first inventors of the mobile home.
Basically.
Species exclusive. But yeah, you know, if you guys ever get bored or anything, you want to try something else, we could always pop over to a different planet for a while.
Satsu could always visit the other world
Yeah.
and see what danger is like.
So I'm trying to remember, did anyone ever say anything to Ivy about taking Satsu somewhere?
Don't think so.
I know that
No,
Shadow.
that was just out of character.
Yeah.
I know that Shadow did actually offer Ivy to go to that world.
To which world?
Their world.
Isn't the
Hold on,
isn't the Mages Council on the same world as Shadow?
Yeah.
So Ivy goes there all the time.
That's where Ivy lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Ivy's a god.
Yeah. That's also where Yon is.
Yes.
Yon is conflicted about things.
No.
Don't bring Fiona into this. Satsu would get jealous of big cat boobs.
Satsu doesn't get jealous of big boobs. Satsu is happy with small boobs.
Yes, I was gonna say Satsu is content with what Satsu.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if Satsu was not content, Satsu could fix that.
Yeah. All they need to do is talk to Ivy.
Well, Satsu has mastered every school of magic already, right?
Oh,
So yeah, Satsu could change herself.
yeah.
Hasn't occurred to her. But
Nobody's
the
slapped them
potential's
in
there.
the face with the potential yet, but there.
She probably would know of the possibility because she knew Ivy, who changed herself all the time.
Yeah, but there's also monstrous transformation plants on abroad.
Yeah, that's true.
I believe Satsu is very personally aware of what monstrous transformations feel and look like.
Painful.
Yeah.
Yep. I just remember a certain, was it a ferret?
Yeah, I think you were being turned into a ferret or something.
Like a ferret
I think
or,
I
a
s-
doe or a weasel.
Yeah, I think I screamed out to Ivy to help.
Yeah, it was either Ivy or Yon who stopped that process and reversed it.
Yeah.
And this is why we don't fight things we don't understand.
You mean when Aspira fought a time thing? Well,
Yeah.
helped fight a time thing and got a spear imbued with time.
Sorry.
She just pokes you with it and
Apparently I got an Amber Alert at some point, but I never heard it.
Me either. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the recording.
Okay.
Yep, sounds like a good point. I think I hear the sounds of dinner cooking.